What's going on, everyone? So we're about to expose what's going on at Ubisoft recently. This gentleman here bounding in the comic show, like I just described too. I always like his videos too. He's cool. It's going to expose what's going on behind the scenes, what they're forcing their employees to do, what type of employees they have, the man hate that's been going on, and then some things that what I'm going to call is the religious cults that they're forming, and you're going to see what I mean by that when we talk about political activists when it comes to non-binary liberal females, uh, combining that together and closing out the male principle, attacking it, just having the man hate. It's ridiculous. Because Smash JT made a video recently about that too. All men are enemies to these people, and it is like that. Um, and what their recent hiring agenda is, and you're going to see what I mean. I mean, what happened to this company, and what the hell is going on with the CEO? Has he lost his mind? I mean, it didn't used to be like that. We're talking about Aves over here, right? This guy right here. This is the CEO, co-founder of Ubisoft. They used to be a private company. I mean, a private company, but they are actually a company. You know, that's how everything was founded. And then they just let all this invasion nonsense come in there. And then, there's just so much that just went on behind the scenes. When we talk about invasion, complying, and conforming. And I just don't know what's wrong with him now, why he's letting this go on, and how they just killed their company. So, the stock is at the lowest it's ever been. But let's dive into this real quick. Like, subscribe if you like this type of content. I'll be bringing you plenty of more for years to come. And yeah, it's just annoying because this used to be an awesome company, but now there's just a whole bunch of garbage in here that has nothing to do with gaming at all.
Have you been noticing a pattern? I've been noticing a pattern, especially with Ubisoft.
Mm,
This is the Assassin's Creed Shadows dev team, and we'll just take a little closer look here. Oh, would you look at that? Do you notice anybody missing here?
yeah,
Comment below if you notice anybody missing here.
no real
Kind of
man.
an interesting swath of people, and yet we are clearly missing some people.
And by the way, there's nothing wrong with, men and women working together because man was designed to be the head and be the leader in the heart of the city, build, construct, do all the hard things. And the female is going to support him and work together with him, right? Because you could see that happening. So that's not the problem that there's more women in there, but it's the political agenda behind it. It's the religious cultist corruption behind it. It's the way that it's being done. That's the problem.
But who might be missing? By the way, if you're playing Where's Waldo, back here next to Support Beam, next to the other blue hair, there's the president of Sweet Baby Inc. before she ascended to being the president of Sweet Baby Inc. You're also looking around, you're wondering, why is academia infested with these ideas? You got diversity, equity, and inclusion in the Finnish gaming industry with Tiana Mayohanan. So it's over there in Europe as well, not just here in the US. It's not just some
Oh, it
idea
wants to invade
relegated to
everywhere.
Silicon Valley. It's all the way over in Finland. So you may be asking yourself, what is going on? All of this is spreading, and how do they just keep finding more and more and more of these DEI compliant people? They're making them. Check it out. Applications open soon for Develop at Ubisoft Women in Non-Binary Mentorship Program.
And I showed this recently real quick in my last video, but I didn't deep dive into it. So this is the thing, right? Like we've took a look at their stock. It's the lowest that it's ever been, and it keeps dropping more and more and more. And after the Assassin's Creed trailer yesterday, it dropped even more, the lowest they've ever seen. And you would think that, right, you would try to do the right thing after that. That says a lot about what's really going on here and what type of mindset you have behind this. So let's think about this. Woman in non-binary mentorship program. That's just Baphomet mentality. That's why I say religious cultists. I know what this is. So let me show you what you're dealing with here. This right here. What is this? People know what this is. But think about what is being depicted here. The trans symbol. The male body with tits and all this other stuff in there. This is what this is. That's why I said it's a cult. Along with the democratic aspect, you see what's going on with invasions, all that weird stuff that's just going on in the world. And it's in gaming now, and we have to deal with it. So it's not something you do not talk about. When you want to deal with a problem that invaded, you need to understand the mindset that you're dealing with. You need to understand where it's coming from and what it is. Politics and cults now enforcing stuff in the gaming world where they don't belong. So we got to realize what this is. And that's exactly what it is. And it's right here in front of your face. So it's turning everything upside down and backwards like that cross, right? So that means attack on the masculine light and lifting this up right here. So if you want to do that, that means when you're looking at what the gaming industry was, what made it great, everything we love, that means destroy that and replace it with this. That's what they're doing. It's right in front of people's face. If people deny this, you're just being dumb. Like, it's right in front of you.
Program. Quote, we have an exciting opportunity to create inclusive environments that are truly reflective of our diverse world. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that seems like a bunch of gobbledygook, but what exactly does it mean to get into the mentorship program? What do you need to meet to qualify for this? Well, thankfully, Ubisoft made that abundantly clear for us. So, here we go. Buckle up, get comfortable. This is going to be a long one. So, here we have it. The eligibility criteria. To be able to apply for this, okay, you have to identify as a woman or a non-binary individual.
So, no intelligent males. You see what I mean? What is that? They hate them. They have a problem with them. Don't rebel. Don't be intelligent. Be emotional. Be confused. It's confusion. 18 years or older. I graduate after 2023. Less than 2 years of professional experience in game design. So basically, take advantage of people. You see, and you can't be a man. You know what I mean? You have to be that or 2 years of less than experience. That's absolutely horrendous. That is literally like, to me, well, like you said, that's a cult boot camp. A political
Second to
boot camp.
that, you have to be not a minor, being 18 years or older. Currently attend or have graduated after spring of 2023. So they're getting them fresh out of college. Have less than 2 years of professional experience in game design or programming in video games. Be legally entitled to work in the country where you are applying. Apply to only one location. Submit an individual entry. Team entries will not be considered. Specific to Toronto, though, must reside in Ontario, and you are currently attending Ontario Regional, whatever OR is, or have graduated from an Ontario post-secondary school no earlier than 2023. As it says right here, the enrollment period begins at the September 16th.
Company
My
is
apologies.
done.
Got my 24s and my 16s mixed up.
I don't
As
see
you can
how
see,
they
this is a
can.
bit of a brain frying thing, but they're bringing them in real soon here. Now, you might be wondering again, like, well, you know, that doesn't really matter. That's not a big deal. But yeah, it kind of is, because over the years, this past 2 years that this thing has been chugging along, they have attracted more than 1,560 people. 1,560.
So now we know what's happening with Ubisoft and what has been happening. Though we've known that, but it's the fact that you're still continuing to do that after all these results that happened. It can't keep it. I mean, you got to shut them down. And like those investors said, there's going to be a hostile takeover. Because at this point, I don't know what to say.
People
It's
have
just like,
come into this program, okay? And some of the winners have
it
gone
should be a
on to
great
become
company.
permanent employees at Ubisoft. Oh, you don't say. It's just some of them, huh? Only some of them have gone on to be permanent employees. Well, how about that? So, again, you might be wondering, what does this mean for Ubisoft today? What's going on with their initiatives? How are things working out?
Yeah.
It's not obvious, okay? So
Look at
from
what he
their
says right
point
here.
of view, this is what's up. So over the past few months, Annika Grant, Ubisoft's chief people officer, and Raashi Sika, VP of Global Diversity, Inclusion, and Accessibility. Okay, that's different. Okay, that's different. You have a people chief, whatever a people chief is. I'm glad we have a people chief because God forbid we.
And you see how it says here at the end of the year in Ubisoft's North American and Asian studios. So we knew they were going to try to do that. Japan didn't have it. China's not having it, right? South Korea's not having it, but they want to try though. You see, because there's an inferiority complexity and hate towards the Caucasian male. It's not a female thing. The Caucasian male and the Asian male. There's, and that's who they want to attack and destroy, so they can put in all these other principles. It's a hardcore truth. And yeah, I don't know what else to tell you, but that's just the hardcore truth, yo.
We don't have people chiefs. Can you imagine a people chiefless world?
So let's fast
Inclusion and
forward a little bit.
accessibility teams.
Gender equality has been a priority at Ubisoft for a while now, both in terms of it's not a problem. No, but that's what this mindset thinks. How when you were at your highest peak in 2018, you morons, and you're still going to post this after this, and you have dropped down. So for people who haven't seen it, y'all know what that is now, just in case if you didn't, now you understand where that comes from. Yeah, it's a big thing here, right? Dropped down even more today, 5 years ago. 84% drop. This is when they were at their highest. So you look at max, right? 2018. And then we got a stock in Europe at the highest peak. Look at that. 348% down from that time. If we go max or all time. And their highest peak was here in 2018. And as I told people, like you said in that video, when did it start? When was Sweet Baby Inc. founded? 2018. That's when it all started to happen. And what happened? They crashed into the ground. So what are you talking about? It's been a priority. When you were at your highest peak, why fix it when it ain't broken? There's no problem. Just literally destroyed everything. That's proof right there.
Have been focusing on
Come
over
to
the
kill,
last
steal,
several
destroy.
months. Where have you made the most progress? Now, Miss Sika, perhaps Mrs. Sika, I think it's Sika, says, great question. A lot has been keeping us busy. I'll share a few highlights.
And think about who's answering this question. It's the feminist mindset that is answering that question. So we'll skip ahead a little bit because this is very long. What we're going to do is we're going to go and fast forward to what they have been doing since they hired these people. Watch this. This is going to blow your mind.
Now, again, you're looking at this like I am from a perspective of like, okay, well, this kind of makes sense that they're going to go and do this in order to reinforce their ideology and try to stretch out this DEI thing for as long as they can. So I want to like bring this into your scope of understanding. DEI is not limited to the United States. It is not even really limited to like entertainment. They
Exactly.
push it out in every single direction, in every single facet, as you probably know, from making bread and shoes all the way up to making movies. Even going to the moon now has a certain DEI quota to it in order to get funding from the central bank. So,
That's
what we're
right, brother.
looking at here is these other dev groups that have begun either hiring out of Ubisoft or embracing what Ubisoft has put together. You're looking at Runway here. This is Runway Studios, and they are out of New Zealand. And they introduced to the world Game Dev Fashion Week. This is a whole week where you're busy thinking about what you're going to wear to work instead of making a damn game. Now, again, let's get into what they think about this. This is from the CEO Zoe Hosbon. I think it's Hobson. Sorry, not husband. It's husband. I'm pretty sure she'd be offended by the word husband. But anyway, so what she is concerned with here, again, not the game. She's the CEO of this whole enterprise. It is not the game that she's interested in. It is increasing visibility on the diverse range of people who work in game development can help encourage more underrepresented people into the industry. Okay. So
you're not qualified. You just want this garbage. See, well, that shows, obviously, what's going on with all these games and stuff. Why they're released, why they're not optimized, why they're buggy hell. You know, all this type of stuff. It's just all trash.
they go on and explain. I'll get into it, believe me. So here we go.
Yeah.
There are other reasons to dress up and connect with other developers participating. First, there's a social element Hobson wants to encourage.
Cosmetics, MTX.
Quote, if you see someone wearing something that you love, you can create an opportunity to chat or reach out and form new connections with people. And second, Runway Studios putting its money where its mouth is. Every time someone shares a photo on the hashtag GameDevFashion hashtag, tags Runway Play, which is their X handle over on X.com. The studio will donate to the non-profit Dress for Success. It's a charity organization meant to help women in need of professional networks, attire, and development. Just women, though, not men. Not men. They can wear T-shirts. And who do we see participating in this, by the way? This is the star photo they want to show, but we've got some more from Runway. This is from their first year of it. This is just last year they started doing this. And they're quite proud of it. They went in and created a whole thread about their developers playing dress up and doing cute photos instead of.
See, real men are not going to do this. They're going to be focused on gaming, right? Like, real gaming developers. This is just mental disorders. Sickness in the gaming industry.
And they brought their cat in, or they have.
What are you wearing? See, yeah, maybe that's a non-binary mindset. Somehow.
Cats at the studio that you just interact with. I just want to advise you, by the way, don't wear whatever this is. I think that's a onesie, one of those romper things. Don't do that.
Oh,
we're
man.
not built for shorts that short. I just want to let you know, the 70s got it wrong. You remember basketball shorts being way up there on the hip ends? Nuh-uh. Belongs all the way down just above the knee or below. That's the safe place for shorts. That way nothing inappropriate comes out and you don't see how hairy the Mystic Forest is going on there. But anyway, I digress. Here's number 2. Here's year number 2 with these people. And they once again decided to make a thread about it. So this is Rainbow Day for dev.
Do you see the problem here, y'all? He doesn't want to do that. You can tell he's pissed off. He's like, look, I got some socks on, but that's probably about it, bro. And he's probably not there anymore.
Week. And you can see here that, we are very, very focused on making a game. There's clearly this guy over here that's like, I'm just trying to make a game. Like this I feel like this is the avatar of our audience here. Yeah. Let us know down in the comments below if you're feeling this man's energy in the photo here.
No, yeah, he doesn't want to.
He's just got America socks on. Like, he didn't even bother with a rainbow motif. He probably told him his underwear is rainbow. You remember that when you go to school and you find out it's St. Patrick's Day and you're like, crap, my underwear is green. That's why I can't show you. You can't pinch me. Well, this guy's like, my underwear is rainbow. You can't fire me. I don't know, but I feel this guy's energy and I feel the dog's misery. I don't know. Do you feel the dog's misery? That dog feels like, I just want to eat things and poop on the floor. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you making me wear a life preserver that isn't going to save my life? Yeah, they're drowning in soy and it's not going to help them. But this guy over here, I feel his energy.
So she had to stoop all the way down, though she probably was struggling and hurting in that position, just to show off her little gay pride sock. You know what I mean? And this is what I mean, where it's like, what does this have to do with gaming? But you see this type of like stuff going on, and now you understand why the quality of gaming is being hurt at companies that used to be great and used to make great games and did not have all this weird stuff going on. I mean, what is this?
He's like, I just want to make games. Can we do that for 5 minutes? Just 5. That's all I need is 5 minutes. And he's clearly not getting those 5 minutes. He kind of looks like Kelsey Graham, right? Isn't that the guy from Frasier? Kelsey Grammer? I'm not sure. You have to remind me what the full name of that guy is. He kind of looks like, is he in disguise? Like one of those Project Veritas O'Keefe videos where he's trying to find out what's going on in there just by wearing a pair of glasses and no one recognizes him. I don't know. I'm getting way too into this with these people, but check it out. This is what they do. Rather than making a video game, they run around taking pictures of each other. Gee, I wonder why the gaming industry is just so upside down right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I just wonder. It's perplexing to me why
we're
getting so many things that look like they belong in 2006.
That's what I just said, brother. That's what I was trying to tell him, because that's what that is. How is it? Yeah. That's what it is.
Not 2024. And thank goodness this fellow remembered to wear his
Unreleased games, broken engines, unoptimized, rushed out, uh, all this garbage enforcing that, and you're just wondering why it's a pattern in a lot of places. And then you're like, what's going on in the gaming world, right? But you have way better technology. You have more money than you ever had. Everything is just right, should be just so much better. But yet, with all this is a result because of the individuals
Christmas
and bad
pajamas.
leadership and
I think
selling
those
out.
are or gambling. Is it gambling Christmas pajamas? You gambling on Christmas, sir? Rolling the dice on whether or not you'll get a kiss underneath the mistletoe? Are you walking? Ah, yes, it's the dice and the mistletoe, PJs. Wherever the dice land, you must kiss. Is that the game you're playing? HR would love to hear about
So he's
that.
gonna go on making fun of these
And
people for a while,
yeah, and then
but
I feel like this lady really didn't want to do this. You can say what you like about
it looks like she's trying to smile, but she's crying actually inside so much that it's just all over her face, and that yeah, that's not a smile, and it's also I want to hide my eyes why I'm crying so much inside that now I just yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
her choice of fashion and the grin she's got and the way she presents herself. But man, I feel like this lady probably did not sign up for Rainbow Day and to be plastered all over social media.
Yeah.
Usually, when lady folk wear their bangs in their face, they're not people that want to be plastered all over social media. Usually, you know. So I kind of feel bad that she showed up to work one day and they were like, "Yeah, by the way, we're gonna put you out, put you on blast. Hope you wore your rainbow socks." But I don't know. You've also got like the tarot card fashion going on here. I'll remind you, this is a game
Uh-huh.
studio. This isn't a daycare. This isn't an elementary school. This isn't look
Mentally disordered political activists cult boot camp.
kids. We're so diverse here at Runway High. It's just game devs who otherwise should be spending this week, these days, activities that
Yeah.
don't require a lot of relaxing into itself.
Yeah, he has a limitation. He's not having it.
Rule number one is get your backgrounds right. I don't know. I'm just old school, and apparently this guy is too, because he's just like, get your picture over with. I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
For all I know,
That's a
he
real
could end
developer.
up being he's the platform developer. So if platform develop, now that didn't say platformer developer, but I really want to believe that good old Tom here that didn't participate in dress up time. I
So
want
we
to
see
say that he's
this
the platformer guy.
all a bunch of
Because
pictures.
I don't know if
Yeah.
there's a guy that's going to deliver a competitor to Sonic. It's a guy wearing Converse green laces and red, white, and blue Swedish fish. Still not done.
So yeah, we'll see more of this. So let's go ahead and get to another topic. Definitely when we talk about the Batman universe, right? Let's get to this real quick.
Rocksteady Studios co-founders to leave the studio at the end of 2022. Rocksteady Studios announced co-founders and studio heads Stefan Hill and Jamie Walker have made the decision to leave the studio at the end of 2022. The two will, quote, begin a new adventure in gaming after they leave. Rocksteady Studios is currently developing Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which is scheduled to launch in 2023. The developer previously worked on the Batman Arkham series. Now, why would they do? Oh, that's why they did it. Warner Brothers Games launches new.
Here we go again. Woman, non-binary leadership program. Industry male dominated. What happened? Batman series, right? Amazing. Batman's masculine. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah. We see that Mrs. Freeze too. Yeah, right at tail.
New women in non-binary leadership program in order to upend the gaming industry's male-dominated characterization. That's why they let. Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Spencer, for letting us know about this. If you guys want to keep up to date with what's going on with this gaming stuff, check out Bounding Into Comics, the website. You search that on Google, and you'll find us right immediately. But here it is. This is still not the end of the rabbit hole because we're getting even further down into it. You remember the video game for Indiana Jones that precipitated the Dial of Destiny? Well, the studio behind that had this to say. They have Edward Curtis Civez here, and he's the senior narrative designer. And what he has to say about this is we have the opportunity to tell Indiana Jones to modern audiences. Now, this game came out after Ubisoft's new boot camp came out. Are you getting the pattern yet? I
Yes.
cannot guarantee you that Ubisoft has bore all of this stuff that we're seeing coming out now, okay? I can't promise you that. But what I can tell you is that the boot camp that they've created has either inspired or it's feeding what we're seeing happening with the DEI infestation of the gaming industry the way we saw it in Fest Hollywood, okay? No more acting camps out in the woods raising up these little Bolshevik actors now. They're going straight into the heart of it. Not only are you getting spoon fed the DEI lie in college, but you're also getting it when you go into the Ubisoft boot camp that then reinforces that and pairs you with a mentor that drags you into the industry where most of these people are just not prepared to be. They're just
Good point, brother. This is a good video. Like, subscribe, y'all, if you like this type of content. Now you see what this is about, and now you see where it goes all the way back to. Where is it predominantly right now? Yeah, of course, in Hollywood and also on the far left Democratic Party. So be careful who you vote for. All in all, glad to cover this, and yeah, it just sucks to see that Ubisoft's most likely just gonna die as a company, and there's not much we can do about that because we're not gonna support this crap. So just let it, I guess, if that's what they want to do. But I think there's gonna be a hostile takeover, and things are gonna be moved around. We're gonna see what happens in the next few months. It's gonna be very interesting. But let's keep at it. And good job here, brother. And yeah, all right, y'all. Peace out. Stay cool, not weird or creepy. Nobody likes that.